Alright, now this is gonna be kind of a wacky... Oh! Okay, hold on. Okay, hold up. Okay, same thing. Okay, so, like I was saying, this is gonna be kind of a wacky episode. For me, not for y'all. Just because I'm holding my phone at a different... in a different position than I usually do. Or I have the like timer at the top right of the screen. I have it at a different top right part of the screen. Basically, I always have the circle, the air circle thing, the recording circle, whatever you want to call it, right next to my camera lens on my phone. Um, but now it's not because I'm currently trying to charge my phone. So yeah, that's the only reason this is going to be a little bit of a wacky episode for me. But it seems like it's also going to be a wacky episode for the game itself. Apparently we got a new update. Hold on. Let me restart the good old Memoria Freeze. Why don't I? Yeah, so today's just gonna be a wacky episode just for that matter. Just a personal thing with me. And then, but besides that, today we're gonna be doing, um, what I feel like doing. Do I feel like doing what I planned on doing? What I thought of doing in my head? Hmm. Well, I mean, if we can log into the game, I would love to do something. Okay, well, I guess we'll just wait. While we're waiting, so I got some new stuff today. Um, got some new stuff that I ordered. I still have to do a video where I show everything that I ordered and whatnot. First things first, I got my Nintendo Switch case, which is really, really cool. I got my Love is War, um, like figurine, not figurine. That's weird. No, like little ornament, I guess you could say. So that's super cool. And I also got keychains for both Ray Zero and Memoria Freese. So I'm very, very happy because of that. Again, I still have to make a video where I show all the stuff that I've gotten throughout the quarantine. Um, but yeah. Are we not going to be able to enter the game? I'm not going to wait around for this, folks. All of us just want to see some content in this episode. And not to just see the loading screen for 30 minutes. And I would pause, but the thing is that we don't pause here, folks. I mean, I did earlier in the video, but that's not the point. Huh. What could be wrong here? I'm gonna do that, then open it again. Well, it has to work. We're just gotta wait. I mean, I'm fine with waiting, but I also kind of want to have an episode today. I was planning to do something, I was planning on doing something, but I guess if we're just gonna do this, I guess if the game won't load, I guess we'll have another episode where I won't do anything like last episode. Which is okay, I guess. Except for the fact that I don't actually get to log into the game. So, yeah. But it's an episode of Memoria Freese nevertheless, so yeah. But we will be missing like the first like event selection thing, or not event selection, the ticket voting thing. We'll be missing that, the new one. Oh man. All right, you know what? I'll be right back. Okay, here's to hoping that it'll work now. I opened it from the Google Play Store. Hopefully that should make some difference. Nope, nope. Just not at all. Well, you know what? We'll stay here talking for a few minutes, and if it doesn't pop up that I can play it, then I'll try to figure out something else. So my day was good. Well, before talking about my day, last night I recorded the 22nd episode. Is that right? The 22nd episode of Minecraft Survival. It was good. I got to make my house it was a lot of trouble, but it was good. It was fun. It was another 2-hour session. So that was fun. Moving on to today, what did I do? What did I do today? I had breakfast, fell asleep, woke up. Actually, like, got back to watching K-On!, which I haven't watched for, like, a majority of the month. I started at the beginning of the month, and then I stopped for the whole month, and I just got back to it. I'm, like, one episode off from the movie. And so I finished the one episode, and then I watched the movie, and then I'm done with K-On!. And you know, now that I like I know what's gonna happen in the final episode, kind of, and I'm not gonna spoil anything, really, but I feel like I should talk about this. Actually, you know what? This is kind of gonna be a spoiling thing. So spoilers, I guess, for K-On! in general, but not really. So if you've seen K-On!, you'd kind of maybe get what I'm talking about or not. Anyway, the thing is that K-On! Is a great show. It's a great musical slice of life comedy. Very emotional type show. Really heartfelt, I think is a better word for it. It has a lot of heart. And I love it. It's a great show. It's a super great show. And, getting into the second season, I was expecting, since all of them are seniors and whatnot, and since their fifth member, I already forgot. I know her nickname, but I don't want to say the nickname. Azu. I'm just going to call her Azu. Azu, their fifth member, the fifth member of the club in K-On!, is like a year younger than them, like high school level wise, and like the four main are gonna graduate, and then the fifth main is gonna not graduate because she's, well, from lower. Anyway, my point is that I was expecting that the end of the series would be a thing where the main four graduate, and then oh, there you go. That the main four would graduate, and when they graduated, like they would go to the same school, and they would all play music together, and then like the movie would be about like then Azu like graduating as well, like a year later, and join with them, so all of them can play music together, and have just a great time, like form a real like outside of school, real world band. And so I was expecting that. I was expecting to kind of see that form, because out of all like the sort of slice of life shows that I've watched, that have a like job or a profession surrounding them, like voice acting, or like manga, like a manga writing, or just like really anything. I expect, like, how can I explain this? Like, imagine an anime that's slice of life, right? And the main character, is having a hard time, I guess. Now this isn't like the exact plot of K-On! Or anything, but just imagine an anime, and the main character is having a hard time with trying to, I don't know, let's voice acting. Voice acting is having a hard time trying to get a voice acting job, right? And their dream is to voice act alongside his or her greatest like heroes of voice acting, who have gone on to do like a lot of anime and movies and films and whatever. But by the end of the series, and along with that, it shows like the daily struggles of their life, throughout the anime and whatnot. But, it's still heartfelt. There's comedy. It's slice of life. But it's also serious. It can be serious and slice of life. You know what I mean? It's a good mixture. And like the whole arc of the anime is basically trying to get to that point of being with the main protagonist, being with their heroes, being in the voice acting role of like sort of maybe the main protagonist or a protagonist in like a really famous anime or something. And then like throughout the process of the series, things change and just completely subside away from that. And then by the end, what was hoped to have happened didn't happen. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, because obviously, things change, plans change, I'm sure that, let's say if I wanted to do, like, I'm not going to be doing, man, this is, like, I'm not going to be doing YouTube for, like, centuries upon centuries. There'll be a day where I'll be like, because my ultimate plan for YouTube probably is like, hey, maybe I don't know, like the perfect just series of everything, like this series, it's a good example. I guess a goal, like a little dream of mine, for YouTube, or just as a YouTuber, maybe even a Twitch streamer, or yeah, actually that's a better idea, a Twitch streamer. A dream that I have as a Twitch streamer, now that I am a Twitch streamer, is, let's say I want to build a community. I want to be able to stream. I want to be able to have mods. I want to be able to be entertaining, more than I usually am. I want to be able to stream in the day. I want to be able to do like super long streams. I want to be able to play different games on stream. I want to be able to play with my viewers. Like, I want to be able to, like, just have a really good community, have a really good time, just be really engaging on that platform, right? And like, I try to work towards that goal, But then, things in life change, like, I want to maybe work in animation, and I want to maybe work on art. Maybe I want to work on music. Maybe I want to, I don't know, like, write a book. Like, the possibilities are endless. You know what I mean? Like, something can change. A significant change can happen in my life that then steers me away from that. But, like, and that's not bad, but the point I'm trying to make here is that I sort of expected a slice of life, like, that kind of slice of life where like that doesn't happen, where like that dream doesn't happen. Okay. Going back. So I'm fine with that happening. A dream is stated and it wants to be like brought to life, but it doesn't but it isn't brought to life at the end of the anime, and something else is brought to life, and that's great. That's great. Follow what you want to follow, right? But when there's an anime, there's very few anime, and K-On! is the very few anime that really just surprised me. Because I've watched a lot of anime that are like that, like, oh yeah, it starts out, with a dream, and by the end of the anime, they have pursued another dream, right? And again, for the 50th time, that is not bad. That is not a terrible thing, right? But I would have preferred the latter, right? And that's what K-On! Does. K-On! States its dream, and it goes for it, and it excels at it. It's great. The protagonists are great. The characters are great. Everyone is just great. The goals that they accomplish, the people that around them that begin to support. It's just a wholesome anime. It's just funny. It's great. But it's also very heartfelt and funny and just really good. You know what I mean? And I was kind of headed into the feeling that the movie, since there is a movie, that the movie would surround them all having graduated and now being in college and actually being in a proper band outside of school and all that. And I don't think that's, and I would have, as much as I would have liked that, it's probably not going to be shown as prominent in the movie. Because again, I know what happens. I know what's going to happen in the 27th episode, and I know that the 27th episode is going to lead up to the movie. But it's kind of like, it kind of makes you realize that, because K-On's a show that it takes its stuff seriously when it wants to get serious, but also incorporates a lot of funny bits, right? And it also just has a lot of slice of life, and that's great, right? But like, I sort of latch onto that. I think I latched onto that seriousness so much to the point where I'm like, okay, I know exactly how this is going to end up being, and I don't think, and it didn't end up being that way. And it's fine. It's fine. It's just like I was a bit surprised, I guess. I was just a bit surprised, I suppose. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how the movie will end up. I don't know how the movie ends. It seems the movie's plot, I think, to me. I mean, I haven't seen the movie. I've just read the description of what happens in the 27th episode, and I'm assuming that that whatever's going to happen in the movie is going to be the result of what happens in the 27th episode. So I'm just thinking it might not turn out to be what I think it's going to be. But we'll see. We'll see. But either way, K-On's great. K-On is just a really great show. It's because it just excels at a lot of stuff. And yeah, I'm just happy to be watching it. it's one of those shows where it's like I said, it gets so serious at times that you're like, oh man, is it gonna get even more serious? And then it's like, it doesn't, because it wants to still be, I guess, not wholesome, comedic, and by being comedic, you forget, oh yeah, this started out as something comedic, let's end it with something comedic. I don't know. It's just a whole thing. It's just a just spent 15 minutes talking about Kaon. Anyway, what do I want to talk about now? We've just been stuck here on this title screen for the entire episode. Let me think. You know, actually, going back all the way back to freaking talking about how I got the Love is War freaking crystal thing. I don't know. I didn't finish season 2. I need to go back to season 2. I need to watch that. I need to watch the whole season, because I know there's been a lot of memes about it. Something about like someone's song, and so I need to watch it, because I watched like the first 4 episodes or something. But other than that, I didn't, because it was weekly, and I don't catch weekly stuff. Of course, it's unless it's Memoria Freese. So yeah, Memoria Freese is the only anime I will watch weekly. But yeah, that's something I gotta watch. And it's also kind of cool. Again, going back to Kaon, because I'm actually not finished. I think Kaon is, to me, is like the perfect anime that I could have watched this month, because it's the only anime I'm gonna watch this month, because the month is ending in like 2 days. And why that is because Kaon, I started Kaon at the beginning of the month, where, I wasn't really doing much. I, like, in the beginning of June, I've told you that I've had a lot of arcs. I've had a lot of moods, I guess you could say. I've been through a lot of stages during this quarantine, and one of those stages was just me in June, just watching so much anime to the point where I wasn't even living life anymore. Well, that's not living. I wasn't being active, I think is a better word. So that's that. But now that I started this month off with Kaon, I haven't been the person that just sits on his bed like for 5 hours up until maybe like 6 in the morning, crying because of the ending of A Whisker Away, or Mirai, or A Silent Voice, or Fireworks, or so it's just interesting that, like, I started watching Kaon at the end of this month. I got really far into it. I almost finished season 2, and from there I was planning on, I told you at the beginning of the month, I was gonna watch every anime that I've been really wanting to watch or I haven't finished, and I didn't end up doing that this month. I ended up actually getting off my feet, doing thumbnails, recording other videos, pre-recording videos, doing exercise. I've just been more active, and that's really cool. And it kind of all started with Kaon. Kaon made me feel like I needed to be more active, and so I've been active, and sort of ever since that period at the beginning of this month where I was a little bit inactive when I started watching Kaon. And then watching Kaon again and seeing all the stuff that I've done this month in which I have 100% have been active is kind of really 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 cool. It kind of makes K-On! Like the perfect anime for this month, because it's also like the anime that I feel like describes me the most, where it's like, yeah, I can get serious at times. I can get super serious. Like I can do a lot of work in like a day, but I also just want to relax, you know? I also just want to chill. You know, I want to play my Animal Crossing, my Xenoblade, even though I haven't played them in like 2 weeks. You know, I want to play my I want to watch my Tommy in it. I want to farm my Twitch Primes, even though I have none. Um, I want to have fun. Um, no, and I can get serious, but you know I don't all the time. So, man, what kind of an episode has this become? Can I just call this episode? Is it wrong to wrong to criticize K-On! No. Actually, that's a criticize isn't a good word, I think. Is like I feel like every time I hear the word criticize, I feel like it's a bad, it has a negative annotation. And I said that I was actually speaking of negative annotation. I was talking about funnily enough, I was talking about the word FYI. What was the other word that I wanted to... Criticism. The other word, with... Speaking of negative annotations, FYI, I was talking to my mom earlier, and I saw that she was typing a message on her computer that included FYI, and I told her, like, you know, FYI is, like, I've always thought of FYI as, like, a very sassy word, like, and I don't know if that's just me having watched, like, a lot of Disney Channel movies in the past, but I felt like FYI is always one of those expressions that I always hear out of, like, snobby people, like really, like, people who think that they're, like, super smart and whatnot, like, just know-it-alls, and just say, like FYI, like, it's like they say something like that surpasses your current knowledge, and then they just at the end say, for your information, like, just really, like, bold, like, I always thought of that as, like, just a pitchy thing. Anyway, criticism. Practice of judging the merits and faults of something. The merits is good, right? I hope that merit is good. I know that constructive criticism is good, but is criticism... Actually, how about this? Let me look this up. Hold up, people. Can criticism... Can criticism be good? There you go. Criticism is especially beneficial at work because it shows that your managers and peers care about what you want to see. Wait. Is criticism always good? It can be good if it results in positive behavior change, or it can be bad. Okay. That's... Criticism is complicated. But is it wrong to... Wait. Oh, constructive... Wait, hold up. Constructive criticism causes more... Okay, well, I'm just reading this off the internet. Anyway, nobody can trust anything off the internet, except you can, you know, trust me, because I know everything that I'm saying. Definitely. Trust me. I know everything. Trust me. I know everything. FYI. I don't. No, yeah, that's gonna be the title of this episode. Is it wrong to criticize K-On! Is it wrong? Yeah, there you go. It's episode 819 for you folkarinos. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'm gonna go ahead and maybe I'm gonna live stream on Twitch. I know that we did nothing this episode except for talk about Aeon, not Kaon, Aeon. Hopefully we'll be able to have a normal episode tomorrow. But until then, folks, this has been I will see y'all in the next episode of Dungeon ni Dea o Motomeru no Amashe Gateiru Darokame Moriala Freese Y3 episode 819. Arigato gozaimasu. Sayo fucking